Hey, welcome to the Unemployed Millionaire Show. We're doing a special show here just to kind of talk about, I've been asked by several people to, do a, give my thoughts on the FTC shutdown, temporary shutdown, and the lawsuit against VEMMA. And so, it is a sad day for the network marketing community because the FTC has, over the last couple of years, it seems like they pick one company about once a year. They'll pick a company, they'll go after them, and really over the last couple of years we've had a couple blatant pyramid schemes that they took down. In my opinion, they should have taken them down way sooner. Companies like Zeek Rewards back a few years ago. Those are companies that need to go. And some people are asking, what's VEMMA? So if you don't know VEMMA, VEMMA is a network marketing company. In fact, in my opinion, one of the most respected network marketing companies out there. It's a company that is, I believe, a very good company. It's got amazing leadership, field leadership. The owner, BK Barreco, is, arguably one of the greatest owner leaders that our profession has ever had. I mean, I just think the world of him. And so it is a, kind of a sad thing that's happened here. And, the thing is, they've got really great products. And I don't know that the FTC is even arguing that they don't have great products. I don't know that the FTC is really arguing that they have unfair pricing. FTC is Federal Trade Commission. I'm trying to, I'm seeing some of the comments there. And if you are on Periscope, you can actually slide it to the right, and you can share this if you feel like you can, add some value to some others. And so I've read through a couple times now. I've read through the entire lawsuit against VEMMA, and while I really think the FTC made a mistake on this one, and I'm not saying VEMMA is not done anything wrong. If you look at our profession, I don't know of many companies that don't do anything wrong at all. It's kind of like, if I'm going to compare it, how many of you listening in have ever, sped? You've gone over the speed limit. There's some things that have happened, and I got to tell you, I've been in our profession for 20 years, and I've definitely made my share of mistakes. And by watching and learning and seeing what happens and seeing what type of companies and what actions get shut down, I think it's important. If you're a leader in network marketing, and certainly if you're an executive or an owner, this is you really have to pay attention to this. If you're a leader, I would read through the lawsuit and I would go through it, because there are some things that I think we can kind of clean up as a company. And I think a lot of people in network marketing don't necessarily know some of the rules and some of the things that you need to do to keep your nose clean. So, I think this is, very important for us to, to discuss and know about. And so, number one, I want everyone to know I am a fan of VEMMA. I'm a fan of BK. And here's the other thing. If you're a leader in network marketing, the FTC has actually not just gone after BK and the company, they've actually gone after their number one, number two income earner, Tom Alkaisen, and his wife. And so, you're not beyond reproach if you're a leader in the company. You're liable for the things that you say and the things that you do. Now, I'm not saying Tom has done, Tom is guilty or anything like that. In fact, I think he's an amazing leader. The guy is solid. I think the world of him. And these are just, my thoughts on it. Now, first off, the counts. What has the FTC said against VEMMA? Count number one, illegal pyramid. Count number two, income claims. Count number three, failure to disclose, meaning, failure to disclose income. And the thing is, there is so much bullshit in, this lawsuit. I mean, there's so many things that VEMMA says that are absolutely true, and the FTC in the lawsuit is saying this is a misrepresentation. I mean, it's just one quick example. It says what's possible with the VEMMA business. And this is something that I think is said on the VEMMA website, or that defendants say. And they're saying they're misrepresenting the nature and the income potential. And so, you know, unlimited possibilities. We don't place any barriers ahead of you. We let you determine your own success, achieve goals like obtaining financial freedom, receiving rewards and recognition, having more time for the things and the people who matter most, enjoying the flexible schedules, taking the opportunity to be your own boss and to determine how much or how little you want to make. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. Now, here's the deal. You'd be lying if you didn't say all that, because all of that is true with VEMMA, and all of that is true for most network marketing companies. Now, disclaimer, I'm not in VEMMA. I have no affiliation. I don't own any of VEMMA, nothing like that. I'm just a fan of the company, and I'm a fan of our profession. And here's the thing. VEMMA is lying if they don't say these things. And so the FTC is saying they're misrepresenting by saying these. So in my opinion, you know, that's BS. So here's, you know, as I go through this, I just kind of made some highlights as I went through the lawsuit, and I'll give you the Cliff Notes version of this. But, you know, when it gets into things like product purchases, and this is one of the most common things, and I'm always correcting people in my organization for saying this. I'm correcting other leaders. And here's the thing. If you're a leader in network marketing, you need to know this, and you need to correct people when they make these mistakes. If you see someone in your organization, if it's your organization or not, someone in your company is saying some of the things that you can't say, you need to correct them. You need to protect the house, okay? So protect the house should be forefront in your mind. And so here's one of the things that, you know, these are some of the speeding, some of the little things that, you know, we can all do better, not just VEMMA. But what the FTC says is defendants frequently describe the affiliate pack, their initial product package that people sign up with, as an initial investment. Okay, now listen to me. You cannot in any way, when you're talking about joining a network marketing company, take the word investment out of your vocabulary. Get rid of the word investment. Do not say it. And what happens is, you are, and you know, I'm seeing some of the comments saying, you know, a good thing we're with this company. You know, here's what I believe, and this is something that I heard years ago from, you know, a mentor of mine. He said, "United we stand, divided we fall." And what I think is really sad right now is there's so many people attacking other you know, like going after all the leaders in VEMMA. Now, here's the deal. They've been temporarily shut down pending a hearing on September 3rd. Now, this could be lifted and VEMMA could be back in business. In fact, I just saw a video from Kevin Thompson, MLM attorney, who, you know, he's saying he thinks they can get this list lifted. And so hopefully that's exactly what's happening. And so what you should not be doing right now is using this as an opportunity to recruit all the VEMMA people out and into your organization. Now, I have had a couple of VEMMA people that have reached out to me, and you know, I'm having conversations with them and so forth. And if things don't work out, obviously they need a home. Now, there are some leaders in VEMMA that have already gone to other companies, and you know, people have to take care of their families. And you know, let's not badmouth people. Let's not let's not vilify people who are doing what they think is best to protect their, you know, their family and their income and so forth. And so, you know, just wanted to make that, you know, that point. Okay. Here's the thing. So investment, don't refer to buying product. Don't refer, if your company charges a rep fee or an affiliate fee, a distributor fee, don't refer to that as an investment. Okay. An investment means you put money in, you do nothing, and you make money out. Okay, and so that's one of the reasons why, you know, some people label network marketing a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme or something like that. So here's the thing, is when you're doing presentations, you can talk about a startup cost as far as a rep fee, something like that. With a product purchase, that's not a startup cost really, that is a product purchase. So you should not be referring to it as an investment. That's one of my red flags. If I ever hear anyone in my company, I don't care if it's a company executive, I'm going to let them know you can never use that word again. Okay, so one of the things that they're claiming, and I don't know that any of this is true, they're claiming that the defendants are saying is choose an affiliate pack to maximize your opportunity so you can start earning income immediately. So what they're saying essentially is you have to buy product in order to earn income. And that I don't believe that should ever be the case. And, you know, it says further here, you'll see how this tiny investment in your business is pennies compared to the huge earning potential. Now, there is huge earning potential, that's true, but you can't refer it to an investment. This is a business. It requires work. You get paid not based on an investment, but based on the work that you put in, okay? So that's a quick thing. And you know, here's another one. Affiliates should sign up for the monthly auto delivery in an amount sufficient to maintain eligibility for bonuses, which is approximately $150 per month. And defendants refer to auto delivery as an expense to participate in the business. Now, almost everyone does this in network marketing, almost everyone. And this is something that I believe we're going to see a change in the industry. Now, remember that I said this. I just think, and it may be because of this case, we're going to see a change in the industry. So here's what's common. Almost every company does this, is in order to qualify for commissions, you have to buy product. It's pay to play. And there may be some rules around it, like, well, you don't have to spend $150 a month. You can go retail $150 a month, and you can get that with retail customers. Now, the challenge is most people are not going to go do that, so they just buy it. And so here's what our company, the company that I'm involved in. Now, I'm not talking about my company here, and I know some people are, you know, have obviously a lot of followers in here, and, you know, we're seeing, you know, this is not an opportunity to promote your opportunity, whether it's Legal Shield or the company I'm involved in or whatever. If you're promoting your company in my Periscope, I'm just going to ban you, okay? If my comments on my show, if you're using that as an opportunity, this is not an opportunity to recruit. This is about educating us so that we can protect our profession. In my opinion, this is the greatest profession in the history of the world, so let's protect it. There is no best, right? Now, I believe, you know, for me, my company is the best. Do what you're passionate about, but want to set that straight. So here's what our company did a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. We said, you know, we want to be overly compliant, okay, as much as possible, okay? And so what we did is we decided that we would not require any product purchase initially or monthly at any point. You can reach the highest levels in our compensation plan and you never actually have to buy the product. And that makes, you know, I think that makes us a lot cleaner because you can never say it's pay to play, right? You can, what do you say instead of investment? Good question. It's a if it's a rep fee, it's a startup cost, okay? If you are talking about your product, it's a product purchase, okay? So we decided we weren't going to require any product purchase, okay? And here's the fear that a lot of people in our company had, and this is the fear I think that most network marketing companies have, is that if you don't require a product purchase, people won't buy product. And everyone signs us as a rep, and there's no commissions to be paid out. And by the way, you cannot pay out commissions on a rep fee, okay? You can only pay out commissions on a product purchase, okay? That's something that a lot of people aren't aware of in our profession. And so here's what's interesting. Here's what we had happen is almost everyone still bought our product because we have a good product. It's something that people want. Now, VEMMA has a great product, and what I believe is true is I believe if VEMMA, when they come back, which we're praying and hoping that they do come back, is if they get rid of the rule of requiring a product purchase or requiring you to have the personal volume, then I think people are still going to buy the product because it's an amazing product. If you got a product that has value, your reps are going to want to buy it because the product is good. I don't think you need to require it for eligibility in the compensation plan. And so that's something I believe that we're going to see a change. I think we're going to see a lot of companies getting rid of the requirement to personally purchase product in order to earn commissions. And so, just other points that, it kind of makes me sick reading through this. And, it's saying that company materials are saying when you believe in this opportunity and you help others do the same, you can turn this business into a career income. And it's happening for people just like you. It is. It really is. You'd be lying if you didn't say these things. So, and this is where I think the FTC, they just overstep it. They carry it way, way too far. Okay. Other points in here is another thing is we tend to say you don't have to have any, you don't need any experience. Now, you don't need any experience in network marketing. There's a lot of people who get involved in companies and they no prior network marketing experience, and they have a lot of success. They get to a full-time income. They make, they achieve financial freedom. The challenge is when you say things like anyone with little to no skills. If you have no skills, you have to have some skills. You've got to have some communication ability. And if you're telling people you can, be a 4-year-old and achieve financial freedom, that can be misleading to people. And so that's something. Another thing, and this is fairly common, I've made this mistake myself. It says your VEMMA business is easy to set in motion and easy to duplicate. Now, I'm going to give you guys a recommendation. Is take the word easy out of your vocabulary when you're talking about your opportunity. Because the reality is, my income is not typical, and I've worked very hard for it. And I don't want, one thing is from a compliance standpoint, you don't want to say it's easy. So that's one, okay? Here's the other reason why you don't want to say it's easy. And I know why people want to say it's easy, because you want to recruit. And here's something interesting. I actually owned a network marketing company for 4.5 years. And I hired the #1 retention firm in network marketing to come in and, help us out with our retention. And what they said, the number one reason why people quit network marketing is because of false expectations. They expected it to be easy. It wasn't, and so they quit, okay? So you're not doing yourself any favors by recruiting people because they think it's easy, and then when they find out it's not really easy, then they quit. And they get a bad taste in their mouth. Then they end up complaining to a Better Business Bureau. They complain to an attorney general. They complain to the FTC. And so that's something that I think we all need to be policing. You need to be policing it within your company. We should all probably be policing it industry-wide. United we stand, divided we fall. We've got to stick together on this. Okay? So take the word easy out of your vocabulary. Here's the other reason. You don't, what kind of culture do you want to have in your organization? See, I believe building a huge organization, having long-term success, it's all about the culture that you create. And you need to be very intentional with the culture that you're creating. So here's the thing. I want a culture of people that work hard. So I don't want to say it's easy, because the people who are smarter than the hype, they're going to detect that hype. There's that cheesiness factor. You're actually going to turn away the people who you really want if you're telling everyone it's easy. So I know you think you might be recruiting more, but you're not recruiting anymore. You're maybe recruiting more people, but not the people you want, okay? You want to recruit people who, they get it. They get it coming in. Man, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to work hard if I want to achieve a ton of success. Now, someone can get in and they can do a little bit of work and they can make a few $100s a month. We've got that. That's one of the greatest parts about our profession, is that it's not so incredibly difficult to make a few $100s extra per month. That's amazing. But listen, if you want to achieve financial freedom, I don't know anyone who's become a millionaire in network marketing that hasn't worked really, really hard. And so the deal is, be real with people, be honest with them, be upfront, and have a strong work ethic, be part of the culture of your organization and your company. Okay? Now, the other thing is, the company is actually liable for the representatives and the leaders that create training systems. And, that's one of the things that they talk about, is how Tom Alkison created a training system. Now, I haven't seen it. It may be totally compliant. It may be amazing. The company owners, listen, CEOs, executives, you need to be aware that when your representatives create training systems, you're liable for everything on their website because they may not be an employee of your company, but they are an independent representative, and so they represent you, okay? So that's something that you've got to look at. You as a leader, if you create a training system and you're giving income claims and you're saying it's easy, you may be personally liable if a regulatory body comes after your company. They will name you in the lawsuit. So keep your nose clean. Now, going a little further here, they talk about income claims. And this is something that, I didn't know was not okay to do for years when I got started in network marketing. Now, I did a presentation last night to a couple hundred people. And I never mentioned how much money I made. I never said how much money I made. I did talk about, the lifestyle that's allowed us to live, but I'm letting people know that you get out of it what you put into it. And what you ideally should do is show an income disclosure statement. Now, one of the rules that, a lot of companies have is you can actually say your income if you show an income disclosure statement. Now, when you show an income disclosure statement, that really helps protect you. Here's what I believe, and this is something that we've really helped create as part of the culture of our company, is not giving out income claims even if you show the income disclosure statement. And I know so many people think that, well, if I don't talk about how much money people are making, people are not going to join. And I'm telling you, people are still going to join. The right people are still going to join. They're going to get, if you're talking about your compensation plan, they get that there's a big income potential. You can say there's a big income potential, but what I would recommend you not do is give specific incomes when you're giving any kind of, public presentation, webinars and so forth. And so they cite things like, people are generating an extra 500, 5,000, 50,000 or more per month. And yes, that is true. I just think you're a lot safer if we don't talk about income claims. Now, years ago, I worked with a guy. He personally sponsored me, and he said, here's what you should do. This was back when we had fax machines, and he had copies of checks. It was like 3 or 4 checks per page. He said, fax this to your prospects. And, people are going to see the money, and then obviously it's like, wow, I want to do this because there's so much money. So there's all kinds of crazy games like that have been played. Don't be showing checks, okay? You're going to set up yourself to, be liable. You can get in some seriously big trouble if you're doing things like showing checks, if you're giving income claims. Stay away from it. The other thing, they talk about how you can easily and quickly earn lucrative pay. Again, take out the word easy. It's not uncommon to have people earning 500, 1,000, 200, 2,000, things like that. The word investment, if you certainly also do not want to be training your downline to make income claims. Saying things, one of the things they talked about in the suit here is a part of the recruiting pitch is if I could show you how to invest 120 per month in your family's health and turn that into 100 to 3,000 per month part-time, what would you say? So here's the problem in that is you're saying invest 120 a month. An investment is not network marketing. That's not building a business. An investment is investing in the stock market or real estate and turning that into money. This is not an investment, okay? I would stay away from that completely. Keep yourself safe, please. The other thing, that someone had said, and listen, no company is perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying our company is perfect, but there are things that I think if we educate our profession, I think it's going to do us all a lot of good. They state here, if you do something and don't quit, you succeed every time. You don't succeed every time if you don't quit. So you can't say things like you're guaranteed to succeed. Don't guarantee that people are going to have success. One of the things that, they say in here is the majority of affiliates lose money. And, in network marketing, just so everyone knows this, the majority of people in network marketing are not making money. It's kind of like joining a gym. the average person who joins a gym, it's, someone told me this stat, I haven't verified it, but they said 90% of people who join a gym never go work out in the gym, okay? They never go, they don't join a gym, okay? Or they never go work out. And it's kind of like that. People join, they get excited, like, I want to get in shape. I want to, have six-pack abs, but the motivation wears off and they never do anything. And the same thing happens in network marketing. People get excited, they see a presentation, they get excited about their future and their potential, their dream machine gets going, but then they get home and they watch the idiot box and they just decide, well, I'd rather watch TV than go out and, change my life. It's the nature of the beast. It just happens, right? And here's the thing. What I don't believe is really fair is for a regulatory body, or anyone for that matter, to say most people lose money. So people don't really lose money because they're buying a product. Okay, so they're getting a product. They're not really losing money. So if they lost money, there's a rep fee. The rep fees are anywhere from, typically VEMMA's is free, $15 to maybe $100 to be a rep. It's not a lot of money, okay? So yes, maybe you can lose the affiliate fee, but you don't really lose the money because you didn't invest the money. You bought the opportunity to sell the products. And if you didn't have success selling the products, you didn't necessarily lose money. You didn't have success doing it. It's kind of like going to a gym. If you go to a gym and you don't get in shape, do you say, I lost money? I lost my investment at the gym? That's ridiculous. Now, here's something that I think VEMMA and a lot of companies can be way safer with is you can't lose money because you're buying a product, right? So it would be cleaner if the product purchases were not required in order to maintain eligibility for commissions. So that's something that if you're a company owner, an executive, if you're a top leader, this is something I think you should talk to your company about. I think it's going to make you a lot cleaner. One of the other things, and this is just something ridiculous that the FTC puts in, is the VEMMA's compensation plan includes many confusing and convoluted rules and requirements. And some bonuses or rewards impose additional restrictions or limitations. Every compensation plan that's a good compensation plan has that. It's not so easy. You can't just say, it's not going to be a good plan if you say, you're going to get paid 10% through 5 levels. That's not going to be a good compensation plan. There has to be these in order to really be a good compensation plan. So, there's so many examples. I'm not going to go through all the examples, but, they say things that, how does that make them an illegal pyramid scheme? How does that relate to income claims? How does that relate to anything about VEMMA being a bad company? It doesn't. Every compensation plan in network marketing has a confusing compensation plan, if it's any good. And so that's where I just don't think the FTC really understands what we do. I think if they really understood and, educated themselves on the network marketing profession and compensation plans, they'd be able to, see that that is irrelevant in the case. So, the other thing, and this is what they said word for word, is affiliates do not primarily earn bonuses for actual sales of VEMMA products. Instead, VEMMA rewards affiliates for personally purchasing VEMMA products to maintain bonus eligibility. So that's the deal. Now, I would argue the case very strongly, and I know they are. I believe that VEMMA affiliates are buying the product because it's a great product. I've used the VEMMA products before. I have a lot of friends who do. I've seen all the testimonies. The products have made a huge difference in people's lives. And so I don't know that this is actually going to hold up because they're going to have so many people attesting to the quality of the VEMMA products. But here's the deal. It would be cleaner if personal product consumption or purchases were not required to earn income. And so that's about everything that I've got in here that I wanted to talk about for this. Now, I'm not an attorney. I am just someone who really believes in VEMMA, someone who really believes in our profession as a whole. And so, listen, let's use this as an opportunity to come together. Let's support VEMMA. Let's not, go on, start raiding their organizations and so forth. Let's stand up and let's do what's right. And, education, I think, is super important. That's why I'm, putting this out. I do a ton of education. You can actually go to my website, mattmorris.com. You can subscribe to my newsletter. I put out free training videos every single week. They're usually not, we've been going 30 minutes here. They're usually 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minute training videos. And so encourage you, hop over there. You can go to my YouTube channel. There's over 200 free training videos. Definitely want to be of service to you. Again, if you feel like this can add some value, if you're on Periscope, you can swipe it to the right. You can click the share button and get this out to some other people. I'll actually post this to my Facebook page and YouTube channel as well. And so anyway, appreciate all you guys tuning in on Periscope. Thank you for all the hearts. Love you guys. God bless you. Thank you so much. Anyway, just, again, love our profession, and makes me sick to my stomach. I've been sick for days about this because there's so many people that have been negatively affected because the FTC came in. I think on this one, I just think the FTC made a mistake in coming in and shutting this down. So BK, leaders at VEMMA, we're praying for you. Let's get the company back open on September 3rd after the hearing. So God bless you guys. Love you. Bye-bye.